What's up, my dudes? Two unboxings today. One, we're going to find out how much it really costs to get your book signed. And is it worth it? It all depends on how you look at it, alright? But the other one is a spec book at the time when I got it. I'm glad I got it now, though. I've been waiting for this book for over a year. One of these books is the same book. It's 5 of them. One of them will be going to Mr. Marshall Davis Wines, a.k.a. Darth Biscuit. Yes, one of my core guys in this YouTube channel. Great book, by the way. Great book. One will be kept by me. The other 3 will be sold, and 1 will be sent to him. Let's look at this. One of the reasons I made this channel was for transparency. I wanted, especially newer people into the hobby, to learn about the hobby. This is one of the things, right? It's cost. Sent this out for a McFarlane signing, and this is how much it costs. Okay, this is only 2 books now. I shipped it to CGC. It cost around $15. I just rounded it up to $15. $315 is what CGC and the signing, like the pressing, the signing, and the slabbing cost comes out to $330. Divided by 2 books, that's like $165 that you're paying per book to get slabbed. In this case, both of them were getting re-slabbed. I sent the Spawn #1. It was a newsstand edition. And the other one was a book that many people have been asking about, which is Amazing Spider-Man number 300. Did I send this back? Yes, I did. It was a 9.0. I paid $350 for this book, which was actually a really good price, especially when I looked at it. I thought this had a potential, but it had 2 flaws. It had a little ding on that corner, and then in the back cover it has a little bit of a ding right on the top. Now this book, if you look at the spine, especially in the back with that black, you're going to see flaws like that. So I mean, I thought it could have been a candidate for a really high grade, but and I said I was going to send it back and get it pressed again. But when McFarlane, put out that he was going to be signing, I said might as well just do it then when he's signing, and I sent it out to get signed. It's my only newsstand copy, at least right now anyway, and it came back a 9.4, different label for Venom. It had a different Venom label that I paid for it. So $350 plus I paid around $45 to get it graded and pressed the first time around. That was Mr. Kendra that pressed it the first time around. Second time around it got pressed by CCS because of the signing. Okay, anytime I send a book out to get signed, I always get CCS to press it because there might be some wear that gets put on the book during the signing. It still comes out as a very pretty book at a 9.0, and it is a keeper. Now, as far as costs go, so you got $350 for the book plus $45 the first time around that I got it pressed, and then now it's $165 on top of that. So you're looking at this book, my cost being $390 plus $165. Correction, it's $395 because it had a special label before. So it's $395 plus $165 comes out to $560. Total price now And you know, that's okay. $560 for a McFarlane Signature 9.0 newsstand. I'll take it. I mean, eventually I'll probably end up selling it because I want to have a little bit higher grade. But as of right now, it stays in the PC unless I can somehow upgrade it. Still a pretty good price, right? But it will not. I'm not going to send it back to get pressed again. It's going to stay at 9.0 this time around. So CGC always makes out, man, when you do stuff like that, because you send books out to get regraded, and who knows, man, maybe the next guy that, if I sell this book, he might decide to send it out to CGC and get it regraded. Also, CGC makes more money on top of that. This one was a book I bought from Sands. I bought this book for $100. Sands, the cookie man, comes through once again. This is why, like, when he sends me a dud, I'm not so angry about it, you know, like the Punisher books, because he sends me also books like this. $100 for this book. Sent it out to get graded. That's another $40 because I did have it pressed. It came back a 9.8. Then I send this back out as a 9.8 for the McFarlane signing. Of course, I had to get it pressed because, again, once they sign it, they could put wear on the book, and it just, you know, it doesn't guarantee you'll get the same grade back. But I've never, well, only one time have I received a lower grade. All right, came back a 9.8 for a newsstand. Now this is a true keeper. The question is, do I really want to keep it? That's the question. But look at that. It's a beautiful, beautiful custom label. Just like the Venom is a nice custom label. Beautiful custom label, man. It matches. It looks stunning. Really, it does. I didn't think there'd be too many newsstands. I don't think there are. But it doesn't seem like CGC is separating the grades, you know, newsstands and the Rex on the CGC sensors. I wish that they did, but they're just putting it on the label itself that it's a newsstand. Still, though, very nice. I wish I didn't get teabagged again. Every time I send it out for him to sign, I get teabagged. That means he just signs it, T. McFarlane. But hey, listen, man, I'll take it regardless. Look at the back. That back, it's nice too. So, yeah, it's a stunning book. Stunning book. The Sands, man. Total cost for this book, listen, can't beat it. $100 to Sands. $40 to get it graded the first time around, so it's $140. $165 this time with the signature. So $140 and $165 comes out to around $305 total cost for this book. Whether I decide to keep it or sell it, it's still, this is a book that both of these books will keep appreciating regardless, though, from here on. I mean, you know, they always have been, especially the newsstand. So yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with both of them. Maybe they might be sold eventually. I might keep that Spawn, though, you know, especially now that it's signed. It's like a $1,500 book. This one is close to $1,000 book. It was over $1,000 before, though, the newsstand at a 9.0. But because of the economy, everything's taking a dive. So then this one is kind of dropped to around a 900, for a signature. About a $900 book. It can go for a G though. Was easily going for over a G before. But hey, interest rates started dropping already. And by the end of this year, we're going to know more or less where interest rates are going to be going. So I expect the economy to turn around. Like I said before, last year, I said maybe by the end of this year, hopefully, cross fingers, that'll be good, unless we go into a world war. If that's the case, then everything's going to drop, not just comics. Let's hope that doesn't happen though, because comic books will be the last thing that we're worried about if we go into a world war. All right, here we go. Next unboxing. All right, 5 books here, magazine tier. You're looking at $15 to send it, round it off. 2 CGC. CGC costs were $156.50 for these, not pressed. Okay, these were sent in just to get graded. Okay, didn't need a pressing. $171 is the total divided by 5 books. It comes out to $34.30 per book. Now, I bought these books in December of 2021. Been over a year. Okay, bought these for $223.31. This was for 5 books, that comes out to $44.66 per book. So the total slab price and cost for the book comes out to $78.96, $79 per book for the 5 to get them slabbed. And what are they? Listen, man, this might be the book for this guy. This is an absolutely stunning rendition of The Mandalorian. This is Star Wars Insider 2022 Souvenir Edition. This is the C2E2, there it is right there, edition for Comic Mint. The back, all black. I knew when I got this back in 2021 that it had to get slabbed right away. Of course, it took CGC over a year to slab it, but I had to send it in right away. And the reason was because of the black. Oh, everything is black on it, see? And it's a foil. So, yo, it's freaking beautiful. You guys can, I don't know if my lighting here does it any justice, but this is a freaking gorgeous book, man. It's limited to 1,000 copies, but not too many people have sent it in, and the reason is because it's a magazine tier, and it's not like you can get these pressed and guaranteed to get a good grade, because this is also, square bound. And it's all black. The other thing with these is that they came shrink wrapped. And that shrink wrap was real tight on it. When you cut the shrink wrap on it, you kind of ran the danger of cutting into the book as well. If you ever buy this like raw, you're going to see what I'm talking about. But that shrink wrap is really tight. So anybody that didn't take these out right away, they might already be damaged. there's not going to be too many 9.8s on this book. And this book predates the Star Wars number 20, I think it was, which was his first appearance in a comic book. Of course, this is a magazine, but this is technically going to be his first appearance. It's definitely his coolest freaking book. 1,000 books, I'm gonna tell you, man, no doubt in my mind there's gonna be less than 109.8. Right now, if you go on the census, they're not going to show any 9.8s on the census. There's going to be at least 4 9.8s when they do update the census next month, because I got 4 9.8s and I also got a 9.6. Even a 9.6, man. Look, any little thing is going to take this down to a 9.6. In my opinion, because not too many people sent them in right away, I think the average grade here is probably going to be around a 9.4. But when all is said and done. The other thing with this is once you take it out, because it's a foil, and you cut that plastic off, you leave fingerprints all over the book. I had to clean the fingerprints myself, really lightly and carefully, man, because it was hard to take those fingerprints out. I just checked out Star Wars Darth Vader number 20 on CGC Census. There's almost 1,900 9.8s on that book. I'm thinking there's going to be less than 100 of this book. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be right on that. This came out almost 5 months before that book came out. Now, that one does have Grogu on the cover, though. I do have some 9.8s on that. But there's just a bunch of them. When I saw this book, look, there's certain characters, like say Blade, that I wasn't exposed to. And back when the Blade movie came out, after I watched it back in, I think it was the late 90s, I said, you know what, I gotta own the first appearance of Blade. And I went after multiple copies of the first Blade. Best investment I ever made was going after one of those copies. One of the guys in this channel said to me, hey man, you gotta check out The Mandalorian. It's pretty good. I was not a Star Wars fan. Technically, I still am not. But I did love The Mandalorian. That first season was phenomenal. Second season even was pretty good. Third season is pretty decent, I think. You know, Pedro Pascal, anything that he touches right now is turning to gold. But after I watched that first season, I said, you know what? I gotta have, like, whenever he comes out, I gotta have something that might be, like, limited for him. Because I knew once he came out in comics, they're gonna saturate the living crap out of him. Right? Which kind of did happen with Darth Vader number 20. But when I saw this, and being a foil, an all black cover, and only limited to 1,000, I knew I had to go after it, because especially the magazine tier, it's much more expensive to get graded, and you're less likely to get 9.8s, of course. Listen, you got to get lucky in getting those 9.8s too, right? But hey, it's a young property. I think this is the book to have. I think, anyway. And I'm happy to have it regardless. One of them will be kept by me. one of them will be sent. One of the 9/8. That's right. Darth Biscuit. Thank you, my friend, for being a supporter of the channel. This is one of the guys that I talk to from time to time. He emails me from time to time, and we talk like that. Yeah, man, I believe in karma, man. I do believe in it. You know, I'm so happy to put a smile on somebody's face every now and then, you know, make somebody's day a little brighter. And Darth, I think you're gonna love this, brother. You know, it was either this or I have another Star Wars Insider that's Ahsoka Tano, but this one is definitely, in my opinion, more. I mean, it just stands out, dude. Stands out. So this is yours. I will be selling one right away. I'll be selling two because I'm going to sell the 9.6 as well, and I'm going to keep two for myself for now. One will be sold, one will be kept in the PC for sure, but the second one will be sold later on. I don't know what to price it though, you know. Price it at 300. What do you guys think? I think 300 would be a little cheap for this book, especially being the fact that these are going to be the first 4 that are going to be on the census, unless some more people sent them in and they're just starting to grade them right now. But yeah, expecting less than 100 of them. My boys, have a great night. It's been a while since I posted a video. I'll post another one hopefully this week. Later, my boys.